all about the healing. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? With my peeps, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watcher. My day ones, my day twos, my new. What's up? Much love to each and every one of YOU. All right, this is your first reading for today. This glorious day. Today is the blue moon, the lunar eclipse, the big dog of the big dogs, the one and only, they ain't been, that have not happened for a long time. So for those of you that know you're going to get attacked, you're going to get projected on, you're going to get astral travel. So block, and utilize, protect, guard, and utilize your energy the way you're supposed to. All right, so with that being said, happy blood moon to you. All right, let me stop. All right, and you already know the like. So go ahead and like right now. Go ahead and like the video right now. Like, share, subscribe, and hype it up. You already know what up. All right, so let me stop. Let me go ahead and get on into it. I'm hoping and praying I can just get through this right quick, get to the meat of the matter, the heart of the matter, and be done. So, a little bit about you. I didn't draw a whole lot of cards, but a little bit about you is the collective that is sought after, that's being watched and being targeted. You a big deal, but on the other side of the scale, you don't. Hold on. Okay, yeah, you sought after, you're watched, you targeted. You are part of the collective that I call is very gifted. You're very gifted, yet I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand or overstand how gifted you are. Because each time I pick up on you, it's the same thing. Your gift is I see it. It's just light, bright. It's like everywhere. But then you are just sitting up like this. You got all these lights and all these things, this fireworks, you got all this stuff going on. Because, see, that's what people see when they see you. When they see you, that you got all this stuff going on. You got all this light, pomp, and circumstances. You got all this stuff going on. And then when they see you, you like this. Whatever. You cool, calm, collected. It's like whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. I'm getting ready to go do this, and that. And it's whatever. I mean, it's like, so when people see you or interact with you, or they see you for the first time, it's like, it's a contradiction. Because you got all this stuff going on. Now, it's another thing too now. It's like, you may be like, well, it's going to be what it's going to be, cool, calm, and collected, whatnot. But at the same time, You are also the collective I talk about when I say that there is no hair out of place. You don't be playing. You don't play. There's no hair out of place. You well put together. If you work outside the home, you fly. It don't take you no long time to get ready. It don't take you no long time. You already know it's right here. What you gonna wear, what's suitable, what's not for whatever occasion. I mean, you just no nonsense. It don't take you no long time. It's not you're not a person that you're very no nonsense, and life is just you don't hold a whole lot of mess going on. Even all the way down to you eating a meal or cooking a meal. Everything is what it is. I'm gonna cook this. We're gonna have this. It's gonna be ready within time. But people, when they look at you, that is what. When they look at you, they pick up all of that. That you're no nonsense. It don't take you no whole long time to do nothing. It's not no big deal. It's not no rigmarole. You are who you are. You do what you gonna do. It ain't gonna be no big fuss. It is what it is. And people pick that up from you. But they don't get it or understand it. It took you a process to get you where you are right now. You ain't always been like this. Where you are right now, you made up in your mind that you're not going to be tossed to and fro. You made up in your mind you're not getting ready to be overly emotional and full of anxiety and fear and all that. Because you ain't been there and done that already. You ain't already worried yourself to death. Your hair falling out. You ain't already had sleepless nights. You ain't already did all of that. And you've made it up in your mind at this point in your life, it is what it is. I'm going to live my life and live it more abundantly. I'm tired of being in a state of confusion and fear and worry and anxiety over what? At the end of the day, it's going to be this or it's going to be that. What am I worrying about it for, and have my hair falling out and going and can't sleep at night and can't make a sound decision, all in my feelings up and down all around. And at the end of the day, you ain't getting nothing done. You're not getting nothing accomplished in that mindset. So you made it up in your mind. You done with that. And you live your life literally. It is what it is. All the way to how you look, how you present yourself, the standard. And so you flow. You go with the flow. It ain't no you getting ready to worry. And if you get up in the morning and what you had planned in your head, what you gonna put on, what you gonna do, something wrong with it or whatever, okay. You go and find you something else. It's not, you living your life different, on your terms and different. You have a different set of standards, a different set of criteria. And you're not getting ready to worry yourself. You're not getting ready to place all these expectations and all these things on yourself. Because you've already did that. And you've made up in your mind, it's time to do something different. It's time to be different. It's time to elevate. And in order for me to elevate, I gotta have a new mindset. I have to have a new criteria, a new standard of living for myself. Also, you cut a lot of people off. If these people, places, and things not can't fit into your criteria, then you no longer resonate. And you're not worried, you're not confused, you're not bewildered, you're not full of anxiety about cutting folks off, because this is about you and your life and your well-being. And you okay with that. Your children, you don't let your children worry you. That if they grown, especially when they grown, you don't let all that worry you no more. They want to get out there and be broke, busted, and disgusted. They not get ready to come and worry you and spend up your change. Spend up your money, your hard-earned money you have saved up and did for you. Oh, no. You have made up in your mind. Nobody is going to take you back to the way things had you in your past. You truly, when I say learn the lesson, you truly learned the lesson. Not just about relationships, not just about your job, not just about co-workers, not just about your family. You learned lessons about you, what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life. What's required for your happiness, your peace, and your contentment to live life more abundantly for you. Because it's only one you. And if you allow people, places, and things to tear you down, if you allow other people to come in and destroy your peace, destroy what you got going on in your AO, then you'll never, ever be able to have any type of contentment, any type of fulfillment, because people are always going to come in and place their concerns and their issues and their things onto you for you to figure it out, for you to do it. And you've already had a come to yourself party that is not the case for you anymore. And that's who I'm talking about, and that's who I'm talking to. Okay, so first of all, after I said all of that, to get you where you are today, your ancestors assisted you. You had particular ancestors. Now, when I talk about ancestors, I already told you in the previous reading that I did about ancestors, we all have different. We have different ancestors because we have been to different. We are associated with different realms. Woo. We are associated with different realms. We've had different timelines. We have different bloodlines connected to different bloodlines in timelines, connected to different aspects of our higher selves. It's so many different things concerning ancestors. But these ancestors are mad because they're in the reverse. And I already talked about them being in the reverse. They was in the last reading that they came out. They were in the upright, meaning they was observing. They was watching. They was guarding you. But something, when they in the reverse, something has transpired, or something is getting ready to transpire where they're getting ready to intervene. And this type of intervene, when they are in the reverse, they ain't playing. And I didn't draw a lot of cards, but so I can't tell you how or what they trying to do or what's going on, because I didn't want this to be a 30 and 40 minute reading. But who is a warlock? So this is a male. Warlock is males. It's masculine energy that's off balance, that has been messing with you and is doing something or wanting to do something to you. Now, see, they were guarding you and protecting you and watching over you. But now this person in this reading, whatever had happened from that last reading to now, it's all hands, it's all of that, it's all bets off now. And this warlock that you've been connected with in the past, that won't let you go, that will not leave you alone, that will not walk away, keep messing with you. Because where you are going with the flow, where you are doing your thing and minding your business, like I just explained, you got this person constantly in the background trying to set up, trap, abuse, trying to target, trying to create confusion. Because the cups are going like this, where you're balanced. This is in reverse. This is what this person, this warlock, is trying to conjure up in your life. Trying to conjure up something where you are balancing the cups. And the cups are, and the fluid in the cups are balancing within both cups. But see, this warlock is trying to come in and take the fluid out the cup, because if the fluid is not flowing in the cup, there is no balance. There is nothing there to balance out. You need the fluid, the flow. And remember when I was telling you, you going with the flow, they trying to take the flow. They trying to take what you're going through. They trying to take that flow and cause some type of confusion, some type of, take your momentum, how you think, how you flowing, what you I just explained everything that you are right now. You're just being. But you got somebody that cannot stand. They just so bothered by you being unbothered, minding your own business and staying in your lane about your own life. See, this person want you to be like them, because if you're like them, then it's more easier for them to come in and disrupt your life and cause confusion, and be able to come in and monitor and come in and this just cause a discord, disruption. See, because you've made up your mind what you were in the past, what you did in the past. That no longer is going to resonate. You don't want that for your life. You don't want to be that person. You want to rise above. and be something better and create something better, to fulfillment in your life, contentment and peace. But you got somebody in their feelings because you refuse to be bothered up with them, what they got, what they talking about, what they got going on. You're not entertaining and don't want to entertain and have not entertained this person because you've made up in your mind that you want peace and contentment and fulfillment. What this person got going on, you already know what time it is. And you're not falling for the okie doke. You're not falling for the foolishness that this person got going on. Because what this person got going on in their life, they don't know how to just be. They don't know how to have a peaceful night's sleep. They got to drink. They got to smoke. They got to exit to get a little bit of sleep, a little moment of peace, a little moment. They got to do something. They got to get something. They got to create something to have some type of contentment or peace. And then the contentment or peace is temporal. Because they always got somebody in their life to take away that peace, to take away that contentment, and fulfillment is out of the question. A fulfillment is disguised as lust. A quick minute of lust, 5-10 minutes of temporal, where what you have is peace in spite of what you see, what you know, what you going through. You got peace. You can go to sleep at night. You're not riddled down with fear and worried about this and that and this and that and that person and this. You have peace because you made up your mind that you're willing to let people go. You willing to cut people off. You willing to release whatever it is that's preventing you from having that peace. Because your life is your life alone. And you're not allowing people, places, and things to dictate your life. You're taking control over your life. Where this person is got people in their life that's constantly in their business, constantly running their life, constantly making decisions, and they do the same to other people. It's a vicious cycle. But because you're so strong and determined to come out of where you were, to be something better, someone better, not only for others, but it starts with you, yourself, and you're determined to be better for you in spite of this. Your ancestors know that. Your ancestors are honored and really so proud of all the progress that you've made. That when this person steps and when this person start to project, and when this person start up plotting and planning, they guard, they watch. But now this person has done something because they're in the reverse. And so now they ain't touched. They ain't touched. They ain't did something. They ain't acted something. They created something. They have conjured up something. And so now they mad. And so you got, like I said, you have different types, different levels of ancestors. But these ancestors that is mad, what could I say? What could I say? They're not playing with these people. It's a whole nother different environment. As the earth change, we change, we ascend, we awaken. As our environment change and we get to know the truth, and things are starting to happen, things are starting to be revealed. It's different ancestors, and these ancestors are just not playing. It is not that time. This is not the time, and this is definitely not to be messing with anybody that's anointed, anybody that is doing right and minding their business. This is just really not the time for that. Because people, the ancestors are not asleep. The ancient ancestors are not asleep. None of them are asleep at this time. It is a spiritual war that's going on. A big spiritual war that's going on. And none of them are asleep anymore. They're woke. And who you think you attacking? Just somebody that's going like this, minding their own business, humble, not trying to attack nobody, not trying to wish nothing on, just trying to do the best they can to live their life and be left alone. This ain't the time. Because back then you was able to get away with stuff, but I'm telling you, this ain't the time. Because the ones that was woke before is not the ones that's woke right now. And you've been in touch somebody and done something to somebody, and you gonna wish you hadn't. Because the eyes that's guarding, the eyes that's looking, the eyes that's watching, wish you would. These the ones that wish you would. Because they've been asleep a long time and they ain't been in the action for quite some time. And they ready. They ready. So, whoever, whatever, leave people alone. Leave collective alone. I keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again. They not playing. You not playing with the ones that was here before. You not playing with the ancestors that we know. The ones that we know, our recent ancestors that we know, you ain't playing with them no more. You playing with a whole set, another set. And they just not playing with you. You think you're going to continue to be able to do the things you've been doing? You're not. It ain't, none of this stuff is going to even touch or even reach them. Because they ain't already done that already. They ain't already learned the lesson. They ain't already went through enough. Enough is enough. Because of your insecurities, because what you want, you don't want to see them. You don't think they do. Who cares about what you think? Who cares about how you feel? You don't even care about your own self. So why would collective care? You won't even clean your own soul and salvation up. You won't even do the work so you can feel better and be productive in society. So why would collective care about that? Doing the same crap over and over gonna get something different? Don't make me up on this video. Cause I try to tone it down and be nice about it. Cause y'all all my day ones already know. They already know. I'm trying. Let me just go on and end this. See, because when it get down to the collective and you messing with the collective, when you dead wrong, you wrong. Go on somewhere. Let me stop. All right, so with that, it's 30 minutes. I'm gonna stop because I can go there. Y'all already know what's up. Anyway, so if this is your read and you identify, you're a very balanced person, whether you identify with you, who you are, or you identify with this warlock that won't leave you alone. Put in the comments, cool, calm, collective. Cool, calm, and collective is where I'm at. Cool, calm, collective is where I'm at, or cool, calm, collective is where I'm gonna stay. Whichever one. Don't let these people. Your ancestors got it anyway. These ain't. That's what I'm trying to tell. Okay. Let me go on by my business. Let me go on. Okay, so with that, like, share, hype it up. This is your first one for the day. Look on out for your second one. Don't just look at one and don't look at the other one. Look at both of the readings for the day. Stay committed. Stay rooted as I stay committed and rooted to you. Energy exchange. All right. So with that being said, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing. And Trinity is